Do you struggle sometimes keeping your attention exactly where you want during your meditations? There's nothing so beautiful as being in true meditation, isn't it? You know that, you've done that, but not always, right? When you're in true meditation, of course, there is no past or no future, and you feel great. It's super relaxing, and at the same time, those doors to wisdom open up. But I know, because I can remember, that it can be very difficult sometimes when you're discovering your own consciousness to keep your awareness and to keep your attention where you want it to be. Now, there's a couple of things that you need to know. And when you know these things, that could really increase your attention span and your ability to go into meditation, to open up those gates of wisdom, to know everything that you want to know. What you need to know is that your attention is like a stream. It is always moving. It's never stationary. Your energy, your essence, what you are, your consciousness, is the same as your attention. They're synonymous. They're just two different words, or looked at the same thing or no thing from another perception, from another angle. But your attention really is what you are. And that which you are is moving. It is moving conscious energy. Always. That's why you cannot place your attention on something and then just forget about it. Let's do a little practice together so you can see what I mean. If you right now focus on the sounds that you hear around you, ambient sounds, do that right now. So you hear certain sounds. Before I asked you, you did not hear those sounds, right? Because you are focused on the video. When you're focused on something, then you don't hear the things that your system, your brain, your consciousness deems to be irrelevant. There are always ambient sounds around you. So usually they are not relevant to be focused on them. But for a reason, like because I asked you, you can become aware of the ambient noises that are there in the room. They were there before, but you were not aware of them. So, but here's the thing. Are you aware of them right now? I don't think so, right? Because again, they are irrelevant. You see? You can place your consciousness or your attention onto something, but the moment that you are not attentive to it, it's gone. You see? So the ambient noises in the room are only there for you whenever you put your consciousness onto them, whenever your attention rests on the ambient noises. So the moment you don't do that anymore, then it's gone. Your attention is like a stream. You cannot place your attention on, for example, what you hear, and then just relax, then kind of chill out. It doesn't work like that. Your mind will wander off into something else, into a dream. Your work maybe, your past, future, your kids, your pets, whatever it is, but your attention will go somewhere because you'll let go of it. Your attention is a stream. Give it direction constantly. As you know, time doesn't actually exist. So in every moment, your attention is a stream that you need to direct, like this. So if you want to meditate and you are not really completely conscious of yourself yet, of your true energy, you don't really know your own energy yet, like from first-hand experience, then you need to keep your attention in the direction that you want. And that is the way to meditate. So there are a couple of options that you can choose from, whatever floats your boat. So you can do it like with the audio, like we just did the little experiment. You can do that with the ambient noises, but you can also do it with some music, something that you put on, like a gong sound or whatever it is, but you can focus on a specific sound that you play or ambient noises. You can also use visual stimuli, like the flame of a candle or something. So you look at the flame of a candle, if this is the way you want to do it, and then you're aware of the fact that your energy or your attention is a stream. And so you stream towards the flame. And then you know that if you are dreaming, if your attention goes somewhere else, this means that you are not directing this stream. So you need to, in every moment, every second, so to speak, you keep the stream in the same direction. Because if you don't, it goes somewhere else. It's always moving. Your attention, your energy is not stationary. You can't put it onto the flame and then relax, because it will go, because it always moves. So put it on the flame and keep it on the flame. Put it on the sounds and keep it on the sounds. Do that for, let's say, 5 minutes. And then maybe tomorrow you can do that for 10 minutes. You need to incrementally increase it. And eventually, when you really get the hang of it, then you know this stream and you can put it on whatever you want. Now let me tell you, your greatest gift, the greatest asset for every human being is attention. Really, when you train your attention, you can do anything because you can focus on whatever you want. Your focus truly creates a world. Have you noticed that? If you focus on one thing, then that thing becomes bigger and it creates an entire world. You are creating that world. Then if you put your attention on something else, then that becomes the world that you create. So if you can deliberately focus your attention on whatever you want, the world is at your feet. Your attention is a great gift, a beautiful gift. It can mean so much to you. You can learn whatever you want, but you can also just be if you know yourself. You can go into wisdom, you can go into true experience. True experience, there is no mind. There only is the isness of what is. Its form in its beautiful, real, effervescent nature. But that's not for this video. Having this knowledge that your attention is a stream can greatly improve the ability that you can keep your attention. Remember, you cannot put your attention on something and then relax. Your attention is moving. It's a stream. So keep it streaming in the same direction. And you will notice that when you're dreaming, then your attention is just somewhere else. You have lost control over the stream. You have lost control over the direction of yourself. You yourself are the same energy. You yourself are the energy which is your attention. So direct that energy, stream it the way you want, in the direction that you want. And do that step by step, incrementally. Because we're not used to this, you see. People don't know this attention. They don't know themselves. And therefore we have never used it. And therefore we have lost our ability. It becomes difficult to keep our attention where we want it to be. Just because we don't know what it is. So retrain it. That's the beautiful thing about neuroplasticity. You see, we can reshape our brain, our body. It's all conditioning. Our brain and our body, so our mind and our body are unconscious. They get consciousness from you. You are the conscious element to your body and your mind. Your body and your mind are just conditioned, but they're conditioned by your environment. So recondition yourself. And one important element is that you recondition your brain for attention. Try this out incrementally, step by step. See your attention as a stream. Keep the stream in the direction that you want. And whenever it goes somewhere else, and you remind yourself of that, you're aware of that, then stream it back to where you want. This will give you more and more control over time of yourself. And if you can control your attention, you control your whole life. I guarantee it. So enjoy yourself, enjoy your consciousness, and enjoy your meditations. See you in the next video. Bye.